Welcome, friends. It's Kaylee Bird, and I hope you are feeling inquisitive today because I just got a new painting panel that I wanted to try out, so I figured today I'd offer you just a little painting, a little chatting, and a little asking your opinion. So get cozy with me while I create this botanical oil painting of a pitcher plant from the Foster's Botanical Garden right next to where I used to live on my beloved Oahu in Hawaii. This is going to be a fun little experiment. So just ignore that silly grinning rhino skull you see also in my sketchbook. That is actually a video that will be coming out quite soon. And if you're not familiar with using carbon paper to transfer drawings for paintings, I've got a video. Check it out right here on the screen. It is 3 different ways to transfer your drawings to paintings to make it super easy. So I decided I wanted this painting to be just an alla prima little study. Alla prima roughly translates to all at once. I just wanted to have this like a one and done, one sitting painting, which is very rare for me, so it was kind of a good challenge. So with that, I also decided to use kind of a lot of paints and not spend a whole lot of time mixing. So I used kind of a large palette for this painting, but if you're interested in any of the supplies I use, check down below. I've got links, and anything you get from my links helps support this channel, so I really appreciate that. All right, guys, without further ado, which all my setting up definitely is, let's get started. If you're not new here, then you know I've been making videos for a few years now, and I've been doing, weekly content, and recently, just a couple months ago, cut down to every other week content. And the reason being because I wanted to give you guys quality over quantity. I wanted to make better videos, and I also wanted to figure out ways to interact better with you guys. When creating so many videos, it's like all you can do is just muster up the energy to create the artwork or write the script and then create the video and film it and upload it and edit it, blah, 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 and it just gets so much that I'm not able to reach out and talk with you guys nearly as much as I'd like to. So I am literally dedicating this video to gathering up some opinions. I literally would love to know what troubles you guys, my lovely audience, like what troubles you are running into in your art business and how I can help. I've been doing this kind of thing for a number of years now. I certainly am not the, giant, huge, international famous artist that might be able to help you with every single question, but I've been helping between my YouTube channel and my one-on-one mentoring consultation packages. Like, I've been helping, small business artists now for a good few years, and I've got a pretty good wealth of knowledge. I know sometimes I'll make videos, or I should say I'll remake videos that I made years ago because I've got better knowledge and I can kind of improve on it. But I don't want to do that too much. I want to continue to help you guys grow in the ways that you need to. So today I'm really interested in hearing in the comments what kinds of issues, what kinds of roadblocks, what kinds of, big speed bumps are you hitting in your business that's frustrating you, that's making you feel like you can't get to the next level. Or maybe you're not really running into a specific roadblock, so to speak, but maybe you've just kind of plateaued. Maybe you've been growing for a while, trying new things, getting new information, taking new online classes, watching new YouTube videos, yada yada, but you're just not quite sure exactly what the next step is. Maybe you feel comfortable sharing your work online, but yet you don't really know how to start selling it or that kind of thing. So if you're not having a roadblock, then what do you think is the most daunting aspect? Maybe you haven't even started your art business yet, Perhaps you're still just learning, painting, drawing, that kind of thing, which I highly advocate. I will, spoiler alert, I think one of the biggest issues folks have when trying to become professional artists is that some people maybe try to start too soon. So just taking the time to learn your craft and be as good as you possibly can, I think is always the first step to a successful art business. But, if you kind of feel like you're getting there, nobody feels completely like a master yet. I've been painting, oil painting for 15 years and I still don't feel like I've mastered it. So that's not really the point. But if you are to the point where you're starting to feel like, okay, I feel pretty confident in my artwork, and now what's the next step? Like, let me know. Is it just literally the very first steps, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? These are the first steps of starting an art business. What aspects have you the most confused? Like setting up an online shop, maybe organizing your time, or figuring out how to like do your to-do list and actually do your to-do list. I know a lot of the one-on-one clients I have, that's the biggest problem they have, is they are very good at writing to-do lists, but they're not quite as good at actually accomplishing things in a good way. So let me know if that's maybe a video you want. Getting people to care about your art. I know I talk about this in like my artist statement and other videos, but maybe like you need some actual real step-by-steps. Another one I know some of my clients wonder about is doing collaborations with other artists or even with brands. I've done a few collaborations, actually quite a number of collaborations over the years with other artists. I've done it with like organizations, like as far as like places that I've had my artwork viewed, and then I've also worked with brands before, or like products, that kind of thing. So if maybe you're curious about collaborations, that's a really good way of getting your art out there. So let me know if that's something you're kind of struggling with. I've actually gotten requests too about doing taxes as an artist, how to like keep books, like do bookkeeping as an artist, like what does it cost to be an artist, like every month, like what are my expenses. I'm just kind of rattling off all kinds of questions that I've had clients ask me one-on-one, but I haven't necessarily had people ask me here on YouTube. So if any of this kind of stuff is like ringing bells for you, I know what happens a lot of times when you're beginning. I mean, I'm sure any kind of career, but art is what I know. When you're beginning kind of an art career, a lot of people are like, I don't even know what I don't know. Like, I literally don't even know what questions to ask because I don't even know what I need to know. I literally don't even know the very first step of the very first step. And that's totally understandable. Like, there's no one size fits all blueprint. There's no handbook. Like, really, even most art colleges don't really teach you how to be a professional artist. So, that's why I'm just kind of rattling off a bunch of suggestions. But, let me know, general, specific, like something that you've run into, some weird experience you've had, somebody trying to get you to make a bunch of free art. I made a video about that kind of thing too, but like how to handle people like that. I just want to help you guys out. Like that's why I said at the beginning of the video, this is why I have cut down to 2 videos a month instead of a video every week, because I really want to take the time to get to know my audience and your issues and your confusions or your celebrations. Like, I want to know everything good and bad, what's going on with your art career and how I can genuinely help. Because if I can help you, that means I can help my one-on-one clients. That means I can probably help myself, like it's just like teaching is the best way to learn, I should say. So some of the things I've talked about in my previous like Ask an Artist videos, some of the questions that I've answered from people, you can see that playlist right up here on the screen, or you can check it out in the end cards after the video is done. People have asked me about like how to make a professional portfolio, which is better, oil or acrylic, which there's not really a right answer for that, but somebody asked. I had people ask me about like how to ventilate for oil paint, like how to properly oil paint in their house. What else? Oh, how to get over the fear of sharing art. That was a big one. People were really happy about that video because a lot of people definitely run into that. I also did one just sort of touching on different ways to get better at drawing, just sort of general direction people can take. I had someone ask about entering art contests. Like, what do I think about art contests? And I even had someone ask like how to support artists without spending money, which I think is actually something I might do a video on anyways, because I really like that concept and I've been brainstorming a few things. So that's just sort of like a random smattering. I don't think that's everything I've answered so far, but those are the type of questions I get. Of course, you can ask technique questions, but I mostly get things about art business, portfolio, artist statement, that kind of thing. But whatever you need, guys, I'm really so happy to be here for you. So I think I'm just going to let these juicy beats play out for this last minute or so till this video's done. Give you a little moment to maybe brainstorm. Think about what are some struggles you've been encountering. What are some questions you've had? What do you think is the next step that you need in your art business to go to the next level? Because there's always one level higher we can go. I mean, basically until you're like, Christo and Jean-Claude or Michelangelo, there's always something more that you can do to grow. So take this next minute, listen to these juicy beats, and have a little brainstorm. Make sure you leave me some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you need. Tell me what will help you, and I will be here for you. So after you've popped your best questions down in the comments below, check out this playlist of my previous Ask an Artist videos, and you can sit back, chillax, enjoy some more dreamy painting and drawing, and get a little knowledge for your art biz. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, and come back every other week for all the best fine art tutorials and art biz advice.